there everyone, it's Misty here. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I have my May update for Project Level Up. This is a project that was created by Sofie Alexandra. It basically marries pan those eyeshadows with no pan left behind. There are 5 levels. For each level, you choose a new palette. For level 1, you choose 1 shade to pan and use every single shade 1 time. Level 2, 2 shades to pan, every shade 2 times. Level 3, you pick 3 shades to pan, you use every shadow 3 times, all the way up to level 5. I'm actually filming this update about a week earlier than I would, but but I have progress and I want to go ahead and get this up early so I can get started on my level 5 palette. So let's talk about level 3. I had been working on this. This is the BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette. This is a beautiful pastel palette, and I was working on Rush Hour, Abbott Kinney, and 90210. And as you can hopefully see, I hit pen in Rush Hour today. So the last 2 that I really needed to use, well 3, I needed to use The Hills, I needed to use City of Angels, and I needed to use LAX. LAX is what has blended out my crease today. This is in the middle, and then this is in kind of the inner corner, and then I topped it with this. So a level 3 in the BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette is done. It's done. When you've seen me have green, do the green looks, I had this underneath. So I've actually used these underneath other colors and just topped something on top of it so I could get a use out of it. But yeah, so I had so much fun with this palette. If you see this out at TJ Maxx or something and you like pastels, I encourage you to pick it up. Really, really fun. Next, so we have the Margarita palette, which doesn't have a whole lot of progress on the ones that I'm particularly painting, but I have made some, I've made some progress. So we'll go left to right. This is Fresh Pineapple. I've used this both of the green looks that you've seen me do. This has been in my inner corner, and then I used it on another look. I honestly can't remember. Oh, it was the neutral look. The neutral look with the red lip. I ended up putting this on my eye and then topping it with something else. Next we have Tasty Mango. Tasty Mango I ended up using 1 time. This is actually what blended out that green look. Actually both green looks, this one. This is Presidente, I believe. Yeah, I haven't used that at all. Melon, we have 3 uses, and then I have met all of my uses in Spicy Jalapeno for this project. So this is now in 50 shades of green. So all the uses going forward will be for that. Next we have Tamarind, I've used once. Pink Lemonade, I've used my 5 times, and of course this is one that I'm currently painting. This is Strawberry? Watermelon. Watermelon is something I'm also currently painting. Last update, I've used it 3 times. This update, I've used it twice. When you've seen me do my watermelon look, these 2 have been on it. So for Pink Lemonade, I used it 3 times in the last update and 2 times since then. So this is the shimmer out of the 2 that has been used. Blue Curaco, I don't know. This is actually on my lid today, and it has 2 uses. On the rim is also on my lid today. So the BH one is on the very outside, but this on the rim is what I used to blend out that dark midnight color from my BH Cosmetics lit list. And this has 3 uses on it. Wrong, 2 uses. Tequila Gold, 1 use. Shot Time, none. Blood Orange. Blood Orange is another one that I've used. It's 5 times. I've used it 2 times since the last update. So, and this is one I'm currently painting. Prickly Pear I didn't use. It has 2 uses, and Strawberry has 3 uses. So I'm making a really good progress on this palette. I have no doubt that these will have pan at some point in their lives. And then like I said, I've really been incorporating this and a whole lot of looks. Well, 2, but Missy, a whole lot. You've used them 2 times. They're really beautiful together, and I like to add in the strawberry to deepen up a little bit. So I am really, really loving this palette. So this is level 4, and this is staying in. Let's talk about level 5. So level 5 is the last level. Sofie did say that you could keep going higher if you wanted to. I am not. In fact, I consider not even doing level 5, just going up to level 4 and start it again. But I was like, no. So I sent Danny a couple of choices. I was like, what should I pan? Or I sent her a choice and she's like, and I told her I had this, these, and she said I would do that. So that's what I'm doing. So without further ado, this is level 5. This is my Juvia's Place, the Sweet Pinks. Looks like this. So my goal is going to be to use each shade 5 times a piece and hit pan on 5 of the shades. So I'm going to do all 3 shimmers. Probably this matte. I was wondering how close this was to watermelon. Let's see. Those are pretty close. Those are pretty close. So I guess I'll do the other 2 mattes, which are this one and this one. Oh, hold on, I'll swatch the whole palette for you. That one looks close too. Man, there's not much difference between these 2 that are in the same palette. I didn't want to bring in, like I want to bring this in because the time of year. Like it's still, I'm still in summer mode. I'm still in bright, colorful looks. So I have the taupes, I have the berries, the violets. This one, I have the Nubian Royal, which has a pressed glitter, and I don't want to pan and press glitter. I mean, I guess I could, but I'm already panning several of them. So, shoot. Am I going to do this one? Yeah, I think I will just do this one. And I will decide what mattes to pan at a different time. So, of course, here's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, I know I'm going to do the shimmers. And we'll see. So, let me go ahead and swatch the whole palette for you. This one may take forever. I have never hit pan in a Juvia's Place palette. Actually, I've never even tried to hit pan. That's the top row. So 1, 2, 3. Those are all really, this one is gorgeous. Can you guys see that flip? So pretty. And this is the second row. So 1, 2, 3, left to right. 1, 2, 3. It's also very pretty. So while one of them is, well, a couple of them are a little similar to what's in the Margarita palette, they're still mattes that will work with the Zodiac palette. They're still mattes that will work with my Glam Light palette because I am trying to pan the Red Velvet Cupcake. If you didn't see my pan those eyeshadows, pan that palette update. What else? Yeah, no, I think this is going to be a good palette, and it'll be a little bit easier. Like Danny suggested, she's like, you could use every shade in a look 5 different times and meet your goal and then pan. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So next month, for the month of June, I will probably stick to updating this toward the end of the month. I mean, May has 1 extra day and I have 2 less projects. So in June, I have to update Get Baked and I have to update Graveyard, whereas I didn't have to update those in May. So we'll see, but hopefully my goal for next month will be to have pan in Pink Lemonade and possibly have pan in Prickly Pear. I'm working on Bougie in my Zodiac panner, if you saw that update. So you're going to be seeing some pink looks. I promised I would do pink looks in May. I have not worn makeup very much this month at all. So yeah. My other goal will be to use the other 2 colors. Like I haven't used this one at all. I haven't used this one at all. So I want to make sure every single color has at least 1 use. And then I can move on. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's going to be my goal. So I definitely want to hit pan and Pink Lemonade. I want to make sure I've used every other shade at least 1 time. And yeah, and then of course my goal for this will be to use each shade 5 times a piece, and then I will pan 5 of them. Oy vey. Oy vey. So if okay, hold on. Give me a minute. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. let me, okay, so if I add 5 more, 92. Is that right? But it's a lot. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Again, I encourage you to jump on this project. It's just so good. You set your own goal, like you set your own timeline. You don't have to update monthly. It's update when you want to, or when you have pan, when when you think you're ready. You can go up 5 levels, you can keep going. I just think this is such a fun way to use palettes. I mean, this palette has 3 pans and I've used every single shade. So this palette looks loved. And I'm trying to bring in palettes that I haven't necessarily have any use on them. Like the Margarita palette didn't have any use. I may have used this once. I actually don't remember. But yeah, so I'm excited. And I want to start working through my Juvia's Place palettes. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Like I've mentioned, if you have been hemming and hawing about this project, jump on. You can do it at your own pace. You don't have to do monthly updates. You decide when you upload. You decide well, most people do it randomly. I am not doing it randomly because, again, 92 eyeshadows. So I'm trying to be more strategic and bring in palettes that I know that I can use with other things, but you can do it randomly, etc. I just think it's a really fun project and it's at your own pace, and those are the ones that I love the most. So thank you, Sofie, for such a great project. I really do appreciate you sharing it with us. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you'll consider subscribing if you haven't already. Make sure you're following me over on the Instagram. Have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are. I love your faces, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.